So I'm the new District Manager for Māori, Pacific and Ethnic Services for the Canterbury Police District. It's a new role. I've been in the role for 5 weeks now, having moved from the Hawke's Bay, from the Eastern Police District. This role has been established in order for police to create trust and confidence within our ethnic communities and to help our ethnic communities, our Māori and Pacific communities, be safe and feel safe. We're going to do that by reaching out to our communities, to the leaders within those communities, to work together to create what we believe are going to be true and effective partnerships, to try and look at ways to reduce offending, reduce victimisation, and to reduce the trauma created by road crashes. So there are over 140 different ethnic groups within Canterbury, but if you look at other metropolitan centres such as Wellington and Auckland, they also have high rates of diversity within their ethnic communities. There are 12 police districts within New Zealand, and each district will have a Māori responsiveness manager, which is the role I also hold. But for those districts like ours that have high numbers of ethnic and Pacific populations, my role extends to looking after them as well. So the role's been vacant for quite some time, and I applied last year and was lucky enough to be successful. One of the most important things for police in our vision is about maintaining and gaining the trust and confidence of all. One way of doing that is to support and visibly support tournaments and events that bring our communities together. So for an ethnic community to come together in the universal thread and the global thread that is football, they come together and meet and gain fellowship with other communities, with other cultures that perhaps they've had no exposure to. Football is a universal language, and it brings everybody together. It's a ball, it's 2 goals, it's 11 players each side, and it's a set of rules. Everybody understands and knows that. So you just put 11 guys together who don't speak the same language from each team, they can still have a game of football and enjoy themselves. So that's one of the overarching principles of this tournament. It's also about making people that are new to New Zealand and new to Canterbury feel part of our community. And it's about a positive way of embracing them under our stewardship and guardianship here in Canterbury. And there are likely to be less problems and less concerns and perhaps less offending and victimisation within those communities if you feel a part of where you live. So we want people to retain their cultural and religious identities, but we also want them to feel part of the Canterbury and the New Zealand community. That's entirely correct. Some of the people that come to New Zealand from other countries don't have positive experiences with their police services. They experience fear, mistrust, and in some state agencies in other countries there are high levels of corruption. So in the New Zealand Police, we are internationally renowned as having very high levels of trust and confidence, very low levels of corruption. However, that doesn't necessarily comfort people who are new to this country and just see us as the police service. Sponsoring and being part of tournaments like this helps identify to these communities that the New Zealand Police is a safe and trustworthy organisation, that we are all human, we do have families, we do love football, we love coming along, and it helps break down some barriers, and maybe that just opens a few doors for our communities to come and work with us. And ultimately what we'd like to see is members from these ethnic communities joining our ranks. Becoming police officers, we don't currently completely reflect the communities that we serve, and we would really be keen for people from within these communities to come and join the police.